Hey guys, and welcome to Capsicum Addiction. Today I'm going to show you how to easily grow vegetables indoors, hydroponically. So not all of us has the options to grow outdoors. I live in an apartment in the city, and the climate in Norway isn't very good for a lot of plants. If you have a south-facing sunny window, you could probably manage without grow lights in the summer months. But the biggest advantage growing indoors is that you can grow all year. I would really recommend buying a grow light. They come in a lot of different shapes and it doesn't have to look that weird. I actually started all my plants in soil. It was messy. The fungus gnat was really annoying. I had problems with over and underwatering. It's hard to give the plants the correct amount of nutrition. It's definitely possible with a handful of plants, but when the addiction kicks in, you have a problem. I started with 2 small pepper plants. 5 months later, I got about 100. Hot peppers, sweet peppers, tomatoes, herbs, strawberries. With hydroponics, you really remove a lot of the problems. The root of the plant is growing in a water-based solution, so no messy soil. And as long as the solution does not dry out, the plant will take exactly what it needs from the nutrition solution. It would be a full-time job doing this if it was in soil. This video will show you how to get started with the Kratky method. It's definitely the easiest way to get started and you don't need a lot of equipment. Okay, let's get started. Okay, it's time to sow some seeds. These are rockwool cubes made of volcanic rock, will not rot. The first you need to do is to soak the rockwool in body temperature water. Okay, so these rockwool cubes are soaked in water. The next thing, take some seeds. Close it gently down like that. I like to use this box for germination. You can also use like a zip bag. This is just a regular zip bag from IKEA. And I use some like wooden labels to give them some room to grow. But I like these because you can easily open and look at them without damaging something. Okay, so I probably have to like cut this a little bit smaller. Okay, so these two are purple UFOs and these are pink tigers. But just in case I put the lid on the wrong way, you have to make a mark. So I will just make a mark here, cut it a piece, and I will make the same mark on these with the pen. That way I know that this is the right way. Remember, label and date. Next, put your loca white and mustard. Just for the fun of it, I will actually use the original holes for one of them and make a new hole for the other one and look for the result, which is better. Second one ready. So this third one is a yellow reaper and a RG Oro Riccardo. You want to put the seed about 1/5 of an inch down, or 0.5 centimeters. And I will make the mark in the middle. All right, third one ready. The fourth one, pumpkin sealy and KS white ties. So this Kangstar white tie was actually sent to me by Danny Reina from the pepper lovers community. This last one is the pumpkin sealy. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it looks amazing. Check it out. So when it comes to how many seeds you want to use of each, I started the first plant. I started with 12 of each. That was crazy. So I had to give away a lot of plants. Then I went down to 6, and then to 3, and now it's 2. And it's not the worst case if it doesn't sprout. You just have to do it one more time. So 2 is enough for me now because I don't have room for any more plants at all. All right, that was the last one. So what you want to do now is close them properly. Put them on a dark place, warm and dark place. I will use my warming mat, but you don't have to. Germination time is about 1 to 3 weeks normally. Could go even longer, but usually 10 to 14 days. Okay, that's it. Good luck. Okay guys, so the seed has sprouted. As soon as you can see the first leaves coming up from the rockwool, you should give it sun. Be careful not to dry out the rockwool. It has to be moist all the time. The seed will actually have all the nutrition the plant needs to give it first set of leaves. But the second set of leaves, also called true leaves, needs nutrition. Okay. These guys are ready to get transplanted into bigger pots. You actually can wait until you see the roots underneath, but I will actually start doing it now at this stage. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. I don't have a lot of space, so I like to put in really small pots in the beginning. This is just a regular glass. This is a plastic cup. But these 2 are ready to get transplanted into bigger pots. These 3 I will put in plastic cups for now, but if you want to, you can just put it directly in the new pots. So I actually started with this one. It works really well for herbs and stuff, small plants, really good. Then I started using these. These are actually sauce cups or ketchup cups. Fits perfectly in a plastic cup. Then I bought these. Working great, but a bit too small for bigger plants like pepper plants. Not enough stabilization. So I just bought these ones, 3 inch or 7.5 centimeters. Really sturdy and will do great for pepper plants and tomato plants. You should really buy this one as well. This will actually hold the plant in place and stabilize it. It works really great. But these small seedlings are a bit too small for these big cups. So I will start them in these small ketchup cups until they get a little bit bigger. So you need a knife, a scissor, this will make it really easy to move it to a bigger net cup later on. Alright, so just make a small hole. Put it in like that. And then I just use some clay pebbles for stabilization. This guy is stable. There's a hole underneath. I will use a plastic cup. And we need some nutrition. I like to use the TA tri-part solution. This is pre-mixed. I usually make them in 5 liters cans, ready for use. I will make a new episode testing different nutrient solution, but I'm really happy with the one I got now. So I will pour. We need to know that the rockwool cube will be in contact with water. I will give it a little bit more. Let it soak a little bit. Take a look. Yep, it's definitely wet. This is the atomic mushroom. You should definitely look it up. It's an amazing pepper plant. These clay pebbles are good for stabilization, but also keeping the sun out from the nutrient solution to avoid algae. This is a tomato plant called Microgemma. Let's give you something to drink. A bit too much. So the plan is for the roots to get through the hole and down to the solution. And if you look at this plant right here, like this, we're using the Kratky method. You don't need air pumps, but it's really important to let the roots have maybe an inch with air before it hits the nutrient solution, so it can get air through the upper part of the roots. Third one. This is the Kang Star Lemon Starburst. I was really disappointed when the seed arrived. They were broken. 2 of 3 were broken. This one sprouted without any leaves at all. But I wouldn't give it up. So I started giving it a nutrient solution. And look at this. It's actually crazy. These will actually breathe through the rockwool in the start, so they will survive. Okay, time for these bad boys to get transplanted to bigger pots. This is a Japanese Laterne. You should definitely check that out. They look amazing. And this is the most important of all my peppers. Kang Star Lemon Starburst. Looks beautiful. So when I started, I bought a lot of these pots from IKEA. They're $2 US, extremely cheap. Looks alright. And I bought a couple of these, and they're double the size. These are 1 liter. These are 2 liters. This is about $6 at IKEA. I would definitely recommend this one for peppers and tomato plants, just because the plant will use the space anyway. So if you can have double the amount of nutrient solution, it makes it a lot easier not have to refilling that often. Okay, you need some lids. These are saucers from a company called Ilho. These actually fit perfect. This is the 14 centimeter, fits the smaller pot. This is the 17 centimeters, fits perfectly on the bigger pot. Okay guys, so let's make a hole for the net cup. This net cup is 75 millimeters. This hole saw is 83 millimeters. So the top is probably 85. So this will work. Let's hope so. So what I like to do is to start making a hole from the back. That was kind of messy, but it looks good. So let's test the net cup. Ooh, a little bit too big actually. God damn. I actually bought a bit too big hole saw. I was supposed to measure in the store, but I forgot it. I forgot the net cup home. So, alright, we have a couple of options. The first thing, use the smaller hole saw. Use electrical tape at the top so it doesn't let light in. Put it in like this. We actually save a couple of centimeters. Or maybe 1 inch. We can fill 1 inch higher with nutrient solution to this pot using this method. That works. The other method, using electrical tape to make this a bit tighter. All right. Let's try this. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. So the best method is definitely buying a new hole saw and use the correct dimensions. But this right here, both of these will work for now. I actually think I like this one better. You don't have to use a lot of electrical tape, and you actually save 1 inch. You can put 1 more inch of solution inside. So definitely I will go for this for now. Let's try to pull this out without damaging the roots. This can definitely be used for another time. I will use some clay pebbles at the bottom to make it a little bit higher from the water. Like that. Okay, this is the tricky part. Okay, first one ready. Let's give it some nutrition. All right. This time I will cheat a bit. I just want to use this cup here, straight in this one. Okay, this method is a bit easier. Put it down and pour in the nutrition solution. Okay, let's mix some nutrient solution. This is for the growing stage, before flowering. If you look at the back, it says this is for soil and this is for hydro or cocoa. So we're using hydro, growing, the green one. This is called grow. We're supposed to use 1.8 milliliter per liter. So this is times 5. So it's 9 milliliters of the green one. Five, 4, that's 9. Next, we're gonna need 1.2 per liter of the micro. Times 5, that's 6. So last one, bloom. We need 0.6 milliliters per liter. So that's 3. That's it. Let's mix it. The Kangstar Lemon Starburst ready. That's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Have a nice week, and see you in the next one.